Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of the Couch Chat. And you might be wondering, why do I have my hood on? Why is it so dark? Why is it so black? Because, ladies and gentlemen, All Souls Day is coming upon us. All Souls Day, when we wear black vestments and we get to remember the faithful departed, is coming quick. But before we get there, we of course have All Saints Day. So All Saints Day is always November 1st, and of course it's the day after Halloween. Halloween gets its name from actually All Saints Day. At one point in English history, they called All Saints Day All Hallows Day. Those with halos. So all the Holy Ones Day. So All Hallows Day, and the day before was the Eve. So All Hallows Eve gets shortened to Halloween. So the 31st of October, Halloween. November 1st, All Saints Day, All Hallows Day. It's not a holy day of obligation this year. When most of our holy days of obligation fall on Saturday, the obligation to go to Mass is not present. So November 1st, you don't have to go to Mass for All Saints Day. However, people like to go to Mass for All Saints Day. Right? It's one of those feast days, you're like, wow, this is just a great day. So we thought we'd throw out an extra Mass on All Hallows Eve, Halloween. So this upcoming weekend, Friday the 31st of October, we're going to do a 5:30 p.m. Mass at St. Lawrence. 5:30, didn't know which end of the spectrum, if it should be like later in the evening or maybe it's the first thing people do, then if you have other things you want to do the rest of the night. So anyways, what do? We just decided 5:30, October 31st at St. Lawrence to celebrate the Vigil Mass of All Saints Day. And then on Saturday morning, we'll have our normal 8 a.m. Mass at St. John for All Saints Day. So you can come to one, 31st, 5:30, or the 1st at 8 a.m. And then we're going to start the celebration of All Souls Day, or maybe the commemoration of the faithful departed, as it's maybe kind of like technically called. So November 2nd is always All Souls Day, a day where we particularly pray for the dead, but also we remember our own death. And we're actually going to begin that. We begin that with the Vigil Masses. So the Vigil Masses on November 1st will be for All Souls Day, and then the morning Masses will also be for All Souls Day on November 2nd. One other additional Mass is 7 p.m. Sunday evening. We're going to celebrate our candlelit Mass at Immaculate Conception. This is, I believe, the third year in a row that we've done this, a candlelit Mass for All Souls Day. So that will fulfill your Sunday obligation. Just so you know, 7 p.m. Mass, Sunday evening at Immaculate Conception, candlelit for All Souls Day will fulfill your Sunday obligation. I believe Anthony Mader, our musician, has been working with a violinist to accompany for that Mass. So that should add maybe a particular kind of gravity or a particular sense to that Mass. So you're welcome to come to any and all of those Masses. So we've got big times coming up here in the church, in the parish. All Saints Day, All Souls Day, always a great time to start the month of November. So that's it for this week of the Couch Chat. Hopefully see you at some of these Masses. Of course, All Souls Day will be donned in the black vestments. Maybe I'll wear a black hood, but that's very, very unlikely. So, anywho, we'll see you later. Happy All Saints Day, Happy All Souls Day, Happy All Hallows Eve. Take care. See you next time on the Couch Chat.